Alright, so what I want to do today is, I got a little time off from work, and we're going to change up the pace a little bit. I am getting too cluttered again. And while I'd love to add on to my garage, it just isn't going to happen. So what I plan on doing is, this is a stairwell that goes down to the basement of my garage. Here, see if the light comes on. There you go. Well, that really didn't help at all. But that's where I have my air compressor and some other stuff. What I want to do is I want to build a small loft over this area. And I plan on building it from about here on, because as I go down, already my head is clear of this and I still have another foot to go. So with this spot right here, it just so happens this goes all the way down to the steps, so it's reinforced by the steps. I'm going to build off of this railing over to here, and we're going to use this area up here to store stuff. It'll be just a simple little quick build. Okay? So first thing first, let's get a measurement of where level is from one wall to the other. I've already checked this. It's pretty level across. I'm not too worried about it. But get your bubble level all centered up. And then put your markers in the wrong pocket. That's how I roll. I'm actually going to do right up here. And then this mark here is precisely where I want the floor to line up. Now I'm going to go mark another one on the other side, and I'll show you what I'm doing as I do it. Okay? Alright, phase one is complete. As you can see, these are going to be the legs of the other side of the loft. And it's going to sit right on top of this rail here on the right. I'm going to put another one over here. I'm going to put another rail. And I like the idea of the wooden 2x4 sitting like square on top of these posts, as opposed to just using a lag bolt and running into the wall, because then all the weight's resting on the lag bolt. This way the weight is going straight down into the base, into the foundation. So even if the bolts come flex, it's not going to go anywhere. I had to put another 2x4 scrap under that one because it just lined up directly with one of the holes in the cinder blocks. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it so far. What we're going to do now is I'm going to measure from here to the back wall, cut a piece of 2x4, and then I'm going to add a couple joists. I'm going to screw them into that 2x4, and then I have to take on this side and make myself a little ledge for one of those joists to lay on, because once I put this up against the wall, I'm not going to be able to screw or nail anything this way to attach a joist. So the joists are going to be attached on this side first, and then laid into place, and then screw the runner, I guess you call it, the one that goes this way, I don't know. Screw that into the wall over here. Boom, 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 so on and so forth. I think it'll be pretty cool. Alright, let's get to it. So here's what I was talking about. This runner is going to sit on top of the studs I just screwed in, and then these are going to go over to the handrail. Boom, boom, boom. Basically, I'm going to lay it, bring it in here sideways, pick it up over, set it back down. I got 2 of these landings so that this side will hopefully sit down on, and then I can go through here with my speed square and then square them up one at a time and get them all hammered in, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see how it goes. Need a beater stick. Yes, I know it's not a carpentry hammer, but my carpentry tools are on the truck. Oops. And right now I am in the garage. Alright, now I gotta square these up and start drawing them in. Woo! I think we've been looking pretty good. And even though I didn't plan it, I didn't measure it out, we're exactly 6 foot from here to that wall on both sides. Now what I plan on doing is I plan on cutting it, oh crap, that ain't gonna work. I plan on cutting it flush here and here, and then about an inch over on that side just to give me some overhang. And then here I'm gonna put like a toe board that's gonna stick up, so I think that'll work out pretty nice. And then I'm gonna put a small handrail like up here, so that way you know, don't want stuff falling down off this side. If it falls off that side, and we're gonna have a side to load it on, it won't be so bad. But if it falls off this side, it'll be bad, because there's the stairs. Alright, next step. Call that pretty good. We might take a little bit of a trim right here on the edge, just a hair over, but other than that, not too bad. Let's see if it'll hold me. Matter of fact, I know it'll hold me. I was already up there, but let's just prove it all to you that it'll hold me. If I can get up here. Alright, maybe a little ladder might be something to look into. But alright, I like it. I like it a lot. Okie dokie, Stogie, here we go. Oh, dang it, didn't mean to start recording yet. I kind of bumped the switch, but here it goes. So, I want to add not only a toe board, but I think some sort of a rail here might be nice. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to space out from this here board, put in something to jam it out, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to run, maybe not, maybe it'll be alright, because it's going to go from here all the way down to there, oops, there, and all the way up, let's say 8 feet. Then I'm going to take another one on this side. I'm going to go from this corner, and then it should tuck right in behind this. Then I can screw it through here, screw it to there. I have this one, I can, focus, I can screw it here and somewhere down there somehow. Actually, maybe I'll just put it right into the, what do you call it, the sill plate. That's an idea. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that. Okay, here we go. It's been a little while since I gave you guys this view, but there it is. I had to notch it around my airline. Yeah, nice little loft space. I used recycled the cut-offs of plywood to make my, what do you call it, rail and toe board. And up here I'm hoping to put a lot of the stuff that I have that I want to keep, because I do use it, but I don't use it very often. One thing that's going up there is probably these tires. I'm hoping that stand of paper, all of this stuff, that sandblaster, that other sandblaster thing, that thing, maybe some of the junk off this shelf. Maybe not. Actually, if it's on a shelf, I'm not too worried about it. I want to get everything up off the floor. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a table to go over top this table. That's the kids' table, where I'm going to stack all those. And that'll be fun. But I got a rough idea how I want to do that now. And it involves all this. But I probably won't video that. It's going to be a little boring. And I don't know if this is going to trend too well, because quite frankly, YouTube is a fickle place. So far, the best video I've done is the Jack review. I think it was at 1,700 views, which is pretty good for me. Focus. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll make enough to afford a new camera. Alright, let's move on to the next job. Well, there's the final vision of the loft project. And this is everything that's up there. I got a set of tires for my Dodge Cummins, the wife's summer tires because it's winter time, my paper dispenser, blaster, even put a battery up there. Oh, parts rust cleaner solution and bucket, focus, my blaster. And then this is what I'm really proud of. I spaced this out with a piece of scrap 2x4 on the top and on the bottom. And then these were originally the 2x4s that held up my track lights that never really quite worked. I gotta clean that lens. This lens is dirty. But took the track lighting down, recycled the 2x4s, didn't cost me a dime, and now I have an organizational system for all my shovels and stuff. And every time I had one that has a small handle like this broom, I just sunk a 3-inch screw to hold it upright. And then I have 2 of these stands. I use them a ton. They fold out into a workbench, or a bench, or a step, whatever you want to use it for. And I use them a ton, but I never really had a place for them until now. I just sunk 2 screws like such, and now they hang when they're not in use. Still clears my head going down. I like it. I like it a lot. So that concludes this project. And the garage organization system, that's my other project I didn't film, but just a simple shelf. That's done. All my ceiling coated in plastic to help hold the insulation up that was falling down. Organization is the key. Now, I'm not going to film this either, but it's time to tackle this mess. Yeehaw. Alright, signing off. Good night. Happy New Year.